Every time I put up a new electric car on the channel, someone or many of you will comment that they're just still so expensive. Well, Citroen have potentially the answer to that argument. This is the new e-C3 that in certain markets is less than €25,000. In France, for example, it's in the 23,000s. There's also a less than 200 kilometer range version of this car coming in 12 months' time, and that would be €19,990 in countries like France and Spain. Now, due to our VRT, which isn't actually that high on electric vehicles, but higher rates of VAT, they're still waiting to confirm the price of this car, but it does give you an idea of how much we pay extra as a premium to be an Irish new car customer. Something that really should be addressed. If brands like Citroen are doing their bit to try and get people into EVs, then maybe there's a little bit more our government could be doing. Maybe not even price, but other ways like bus lane incentives and stuff like that. Very hard to police, but it's another option. Now, as of today, I think later on we're waiting to confirm Irish prices, so I'll put it in the description part later on. But essentially, this car has got fast charging, it has advanced cushion suspension, the first of any kind, Citroen say, in B segment cars. So there's a lot of Citroen comfort still planted into it, like a lot of brands are now doing, and saying even though they are reducing prices on smaller versions, take the new Volvo EX30 for example, this distilled version of the car is still meant to offer what Citroen stands for. The boot is a little over 300 litres, got a pretty nice interior, including a first, again in this segment, mirrored at a 45-degree angle head-up display, physical buttons for some of the climate control, what they call a kind of a suite area where you sit, elevated seating position. It's not an SUV, it is still a hatchback, but Citroen say their research tells them that people like sitting a little bit higher in traffic. They also say B-segment owners don't really do more than 80 kilometers a day, so the range in this and the forthcoming smaller battery version will be enough. How do they make it so cheap? Well, first of all, it's produced in Slovakia. There's 25 less people working on this car compared to other mainstream Citroen models. It uses an LFP battery, which is cheaper to make, less chemically complicated, and actually is a type of battery that supposedly has more longevity when it comes to repeated charging cycles. So to recap today, what we know so far, Citroen claim best in class comfort, 26 minutes to 80% if you're using 100 kilowatt charging. It has advanced comfort seats. All cars will get wireless charging and CarPlay and Android Auto, a 10.2-inch screen. And some of the things that make the car more competitive when it comes to price. It's a new platform that they'll use. It uses LFP battery chemistry. And there's just 2 trim levels in the car, which make the production process a little less complicated. Hope you've enjoyed this whistle-stop tour today of the new Citroen e-C3. It will be on sale in 2024. Certainly initial impressions, it looks pretty cool. It's a great colour, interior. Again, for the price is really quite surprising, and for a mainstream manufacturer with over 100 years of car heritage like Citroen, it's pretty impressive to see this kind of size. It's still by no means a tiny car, you know. There's a good bit of size to it. Yes, the rear legroom is a little bit compromised. Boot is very usable. Obviously the faster charging, less than 30 minutes to get it to 80% if you find the right charger. It is a small battery, small usable battery to be fair, but again, we need more of this size EVs. We need more of this price EVs on the market, just to give people more options, to make them go, okay, I don't have €60,000 for an electric car, but I would like to go electric. And the more we see of these kind of vehicles on the road, the more that can happen. Thank you very much for coming with me this far today in the video. If you have any thoughts on this new e-C3, what do you think of it? Would you go electric based on this price? Let me know in the comments below and I'll talk to you in the next one.